The end of the year is just around the corner. Financial experts say now is the time to just do that occasional rework of your finances, recalibrate things so it is fitting with the times. And here with me now, Paul Schatz, the president of Heritage Capital LLC, with the advice you need to take as we're heading into 2025. You know how this works if you've been with us for a while. Paul is going to get to as much as he can. So let's just wind you up and let's send you off. Where should we start here?
So do you want to go through my list?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to do it from memory?
No, you don't have to. Check your withholding, right?
I think. So the first one is, all this stuff has to happen by December 31st. It doesn't roll over. So the first thing, if you get a paycheck where they take taxes out, check how much they're taking out. It's called your withholding.
Yes.
Make sure you aren't going to owe the IRS money, because if you owe the IRS money come April because you didn't withhold enough money, you're going to have to pay estimated taxes for the following year every quarter. You don't want to do that.
Don't want that. What do we mean by defer income to 2025?
So a lot of companies give you the ability to not take either money now and get it in January. A lot of people get bonuses now. If you have the ability to take that bonus, to realize that bonus in January, then you push the tax off, and your taxable income for 2024 stays lower.
Okay. I think every year you mention harvesting losses, marrying gains.
And I always feel like financial advisors are either lazy or ignorant or both. But so what we do is throughout the year, when we have a loss, let's say we lost money we own Delta Airlines. We may sell Delta to recognize a loss and go buy American Airlines or something that's not the same but similar industry. At this time in the year, you've missed the opportunity for 11 and a half months to harvest losses. But if you've got losses in your investments, in mutual funds, in ETFs, and stocks, harvest those losses. You can deduct a net $3,000 off your taxes. I'll continue on the marry of the gains. So if you took $1,000 of losses and you were lucky, you had Tesla, you had NVIDIA, you got some of these quantum computing stocks, sell the $1,000 of gains to marry your $1,000 loss, $1,000 gain. Uncle Sam gets nothing.
Gets nothing, and that's the idea. Do it when you can. Be charitable. That's another way to sort of lower the tax bill, right?
Right. So we know charitable contributions are tax deductible.
Yes.
You got to do this by December 31st. Make your charitable contributions now. Don't wait till January 1st.
Yeah, got to do that. Fill up your tax bracket with Roth conversion and taking your RMD. RMD, I don't know.
So RMD, if you're retired, required minimum distributions from your IRA, from your 401k. So one, people should make sure, take your RMD. The government will zing you if you don't. But more important, if you're in the 22% tax bracket, let's say, and the tax bracket goes up to, I think, $201,000. You can actually take a little more income to fill up that. Let's say you make, $150,000 and you have to take some money out of your IRA because you're 73 years old. I would take money up to $201,000, fill up that bucket without going over into the 24% bracket, so you can reduce what you have to take the following year.
Yes.
And that kind of dovetails into QCDs, qualified charitable distributions. If you are taking money out of your IRA, instead of an RMD, you can actually send the money right to a charity.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Because the money you take out of your IRA and send to the Tim Charitable Foundation doesn't count against your taxable income for the year. It keeps your tax bracket lower. Okay, last two things in the last couple seconds we have. Max out that retirement contribution, which I think is more or less self-explanatory. We're just talking about it. If you have an IRA, 401k, you can do your IRA in April, but your 401k at December 31st is it. So max out, add money if you can. And then lastly, do not wait 10 years on non-spouse inherited IRAs. So the COVID in 2020, they changed a whole bunch of the laws, right? If your mom or dad passes and they pass along their IRA 401k to a non-spouse, a kid, an aunt, uncle, you have 10 years to raid that entire IRA. The government wants their taxes within 10 years. Do not wait 10 years. Figure out what your tax bracket is every year. Take out enough each year so that you don't get hit with a balloon tax payment at year 9.5. Okay, Paul, we got them all in. This is fantastic. Here is my advice as we send it over to Symphony. He just threw a lot at you. He threw a lot at me. I don't understand everything he said. Go back. If you've got a DVR, you can rewatch this. Google some of the terms you don't know. This is free advice that costs a lot of money, Symphony. And if you can understand it here for free by re-listening to it
it rewatching it, I suggest you do it because it could save you so much money in the long term.
Yes, and we will also have that on the Fox 61 YouTube page for you to check it out later.